Today we will discuss about laminar flow in pipe in OpenFOAM, how to set up the problem, how to define the property, and how to see the result in Paraview. We will see it. First, we will define our problem. So, our Reynolds number is 1000. So, our flow is laminar. We will select our velocity is 10 meter per second. Our rho value is 997 kg per meter cube. It is water, and our diameter of this T cube this is 25 mm. So 22.5 e raised to minus 2 meter, and our Reynolds number is 1000. So we got our mu value is 0.24. This is dynamic viscosity, and now we'll go for our command prompt. So we'll first we'll insert inlet condition at this at 10 meter per second, and our outlet is this one. So we'll at gauge pressure, and we will define this here. This boundary condition is symmetric, and this boundary condition is wall. This is symmetric, and this is inlet, and this is outlet. So by this way we will define our boundary condition. So we will first import our mesh to our dictionary. We will import our mesh file. So I have 2d.msh. It is actually fluent file. So I will convert fluent file into OpenFOAM file. So I will just write fluent to form and 2d file name dot msh. Okay, fluent mesh to form, fluent mesh to form 2d dot msh. Now we will check our mesh. Check mesh. It is saying mesh is okay. In our north orthogonality check, phase pyramid is okay. Maximum speed is 0.023. So very good mesh actually. So now we will see our mesh touch m.form. This just dummy file, and I will open it in form. So I will go for m.form, apply. So you can see that our mesh is very fine, and it is 800 mm long, and this actually symmetric plate. So I had model 12.5 mm along the thickness, and this is length is around 800 mm. So we have symmetric wall condition. This is here, and our inlet and outlet condition. So you can see that this is inlet and this is outlet, and our wall is this one, above one. So if I select all this thing, you can see that our box is completed. Now we'll define our symmetric condition in OpenFOAM mesh file. So I'll go for constant file. It is created polymesh folder, in which we will go to for boundary condition. So I will open it. Here you can see that our inlet is patch. Patch means you can apply any boundary condition to it. Outlet also patch. Wall is wall. It will define as wall. It's symmetric. We have to write this symmetric plane. Actually, I had command for it. Symmetric plane. I will go for this dictionary, symmetric plane and symmetric plane. Now we'll save it. Now we go for our zero folder. It is pressure gradient. So this is dimension unit. It is defined with meter square per second square. So this is internal field with uniformly zero. It is initialized with zero gradient, and our inlet is zero gradient, and outlet is uniformly zero. This is atmospheric pressure, and our wall is zero gradient. Symmetric is type symmetric plane. So our bottom plane is symmetric, and our front and back plane is empty, because our z direction we have no result on our simulation. Now we go for velocity gradient, and velocity gradient is meter per second, and we will define velocity at 10 meter per second, and outlet is zero gradient, wall is no slip condition, and symmetric have type symmetric plane, and front and back plane is empty. Now we'll go for constant file transport property. Transport model is Newtonian. We will define our rho 997. It is in kg per meter cube, and so mu value is around 20.24925 for 1000 Reynolds number. So we will define it. Now turbulence property, we will define simulation type is laminar. So because our flow is laminar. If you go for control electric, we will application as simple form. Simple form is for steady state problem. It will solve laminar and turbulence flow. It is start from start time. It is end time. It is just iterative process. It is not with any condition with time. So you can write it. It is conversion criteria actually. It will solve 0 to 2000 step. If it is below 1000 or 2000, so it will give your result with very good accuracy. So right under every 100 you can write it. Now we'll run our simple form problem. So simple form. So it is a simple solution converged with 40 iteration. Our initial residual is around 0.0091, and our final residual around 4.1 e raised to minus 5. So it is very good result actually, and our final result actually in P gradient is e raised to minus 7. Now we'll see our result. Touch R dot form. Put our result file. If I want to show your velocity plot, here you can see that only half curve is available. So how to see full curve? So full velocity profile. So it is actually symmetric plane. So we have to go for filter, apply, and we have to go for filter alphabetical. And here you can see reflect command. So reflect around y-axis. Just apply it. Go for velocity profile. You can see that how nicely velocity profile is coming. So if you want to see the dimension of this tube, so you can go for below axis grid. At annotation there are one axis grid is available. So just apply it. You can see our length is around 0.8 meter, and our this size is around 0.25 mm, so 0.025. Now we'll go for plot our this velocity contour plot at 0.4 meter. So we'll go for this plot our line. We'll see our result at 0.1. We'll see at left corner, so 0.08, and we will just apply. Here you can see that our velocity and pressure properties model. We have only seen this velocity plot, so we'll off this pressure plot and it will go away. You can see that how parabolic curve is defined. So it is laminar flow will got this laminar flow effect, and by this way you can plot laminar flow of this steady state equation in cube. So thank you guys.